Hi guys, Jenny from On Fire Fit, and welcome to day 2 of the battle plan, and we are knocking down giants in this process. I hope that you got through day 1 and that you wrote down some good things to think about and to use as you are defeating your giant that is in your life at this time. Remember, we are fighting from a place of victory, so this is not something that we should feel overwhelmed or intimidated by. Only God can turn a mess into a message, a test into a testimony, and a trial into a triumph, and a victim into a victory. I'm sure you've heard that quote, but think about it again. Only God can turn a mess into a message, a test into a testimony, a trial into a triumph, and a victim into a victory. You know, our giants want to intimidate us and shame us and make us think that we're not worthy or have the ability or the power to be able to overcome them. But because God is working in this situation, we do have victory, we do have power, and the best thing is that He can even use our past as something to catapult us into the future. Let's read again from Hebrews 12. You will recognize this from yesterday, and there is a point to why I repeat things. I think it's important that we consider them again and again. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinful men, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. So as you are going through your day today, remember that Jesus scorned whatever shame, intimidation, or anything else that is trying to keep you from knocking down this giant. I want to encourage you to come up with something that you can say to the giant in your life, because I promise you, he's saying a lot to you. But are you talking back, or are you just cowering or retreating from him? We need to be ready to fight back. And in the past, I thought a lot of this was just mind games, and did it really matter? It actually does matter. It does matter what you say, and it does matter what words are coming out of your mouth. If you are constantly in a state of feeling and acting and speaking as if you are being intimidated, then you will stay intimidated, and that's the way it's going to last in your life until you finally get to the point where you say, you know what? No weapon formed against me will prosper. Jesus is in charge of me. I am already in a place of victory, and I am not going to stand for this intimidation anymore. And I say it out loud, and I encourage you to do the same. As you look through your day, as you plan to arm yourself with something to say back to this giant or this enemy in your life, write it down, be ready to say it. When it comes at you in the day, I want you to be ready to say it out loud. If you're in a weird situation, make sure you're saying it at least in your head. Resolve today that you are in a place of victory. Do not decide whether or not you feel like it. Resolve today that you are already in a place of victory because you have Jesus who is seated on the throne. When he was seated on the throne, at the throne of God, that means that he didn't need to stand up and fight anymore. His job was done. He's relaxed. He's sitting in his place of authority. That means that we are able to sit with him from a place of authority. We need to anticipate that Satan's not going to just roll out the red carpet for us. He's going to send some arrows our way to try to throw us off and intimidate us. So what is your plan? How are you going to fight back? And then yearning for God. Always remember that as you yearn for God, as you give him priority in your life, he will give you the weapons that you need to fight back and make progress. So go out, live your life on fire, and I'll see you tomorrow.